All right, go ahead and get the book, The Investment Lie. It's a book that'll change your investment strategies and actually prepare you to be a meaningful investment. What we need is your phone number on our phone number list, and then we'll send you a free copy. We'll send you a link where you can download the free copy. All right, let's talk about the art of making money. This, I'm a little bit excited here. This isn't a channel about clipping coupons. This isn't a channel about pulling back. This is a channel about expansion and the art of making money. Now, right now, there's a lot of stuff you see on YouTube, social media, TikTok, and so on and so forth, right? The economy's terrible. People can't afford houses. The price of eggs is ridiculous. You see it over and over again. Now, I want to show you something. Just hold on a second. So, let me see all transactions. Now, this is one of my business banking accounts. There's nothing positive in here. It's a lot of activity. Right? Because I am spending my booty off. But let me just kind of show you. All right. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Show you the statement. And a lot of activity here. So let me blow it up. All right. So that was what went through that company last month. It's not profitable, but this is my thesis here. You should prepare yourself to live the life that you want to live. Like, anytime I want something, I sit down and think of what could I do to generate money where I can get it. Like this apartment. This apartment is $3,000 a month. Very nice apartment, nice part of town, super quiet. My neighbors are great. And it doesn't bother me. Instead of looking for someplace cheaper, I'll tell you the story. I used to live in Buckhead, right? And it took me, but my office is down the street. It took me 30, 40 minutes to go over here, depending on what traffic was. Now, I could be at my office in 5 minutes. So I moved for convenience. See, there's a theme that's going on here. I moved for a constructive purpose. I didn't just move to move. I moved to be closer to my business. This was an intentional move, not to flex or whatever, because like I said, once I finish this place, I'm going to do an apartment tour. But right now, I'm just focused on getting this business. Like tomorrow's really, really exciting. But one of the things that we're going to teach you here at Savage Money is how to make more money. That's the thesis of this channel. You know, going back to how I got in this position. It was a sales job that put me in the position to do everything I've done afterwards. So instead of drawing down, trying to live cheap, trying to move to another country, that's something I'm going to talk about quite a bit. I'm going to devote a whole video about moving to a country because here in America, if you want to make the money, it is possible for you to make the money. I'm not moving to Thailand or Vietnam. I did think about moving to London, but London's more expensive than America. So instead of moving to a cheaper locale, I decided to upgrade my business lifestyle to make more money. So tomorrow we're getting into a new expansion. I got to create another Whatnot channel tomorrow, and then we will begin with that. But essentially, that bank account I just showed you, in 3 or 4 months, the numbers you saw in that bank account will be spread across multiple bank accounts, and those numbers will go up. Why? I have a goal. There's things I want to get, there's things I want to accomplish, and they require money. So instead of bitching and whining and making TikTok videos talking about, good Lord, me and my wife, we went to McDonald's, it was $40. Inflation is nothing new. Inflation has been a constant constraint in your life since you were a little kid. It ain't going nowhere. So we know inflation's coming. What do? Do we sit and whine, or do we adjust our behavior? I'm all about adjusting your behavior. So one of the things we're going to do is talk about making money and everything else. I'm in the financial space, and I'm not going to do the video like, oh, I made $1 million, just copy me. All right, let's talk about that. You cannot copy me. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason that I'm able to come here online and sell courses is I was a business person in real life. My first digital product, making money with self-storage auctions A to Z. I was in the self-storage business. I bought storage auction units and resold the profits. I did that for about 10 years. So I had credibility coming into the gate. I was able to use my real life world experience, turn it into a digital product, sell it and make money. That's not something that you can copy unless you had the same experience. My experience rimmed around holding companies, my experience centered around sales and sales teams and management and meeting customers and doing sales presentations. So it's very, very different. It's really, really different. But if you are a beginner, let's talk to you. You've never made any money on your own outside of a job. You would be a beginner. What could a beginner learn here? You can learn the structure. Here's my thought process. I feel anyone can create a business that makes $1 million a year. Anybody. However, number one, this person must be, as coaches in college football, they must be coachable. And they must be willing to do the work. My favorite football coach, Nick Saban, University of Alabama, Roll Tide, he said something that was remarkable on the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark. He said he could not turn bad players into good players. Key thing. So I can't turn bad students into excellent students. I can't. I just can't. So essentially, we need people who are willing to do the work and willing to be coached and willing to go through that process to get to the next level. Because the art of money, like once again, I would say anybody, man, woman, cat, dog. All right, I'm just kidding, no cats and dogs. But if you're willing to follow the structure, follow the training, in 2 or 3 years, you can create a business that does $1 million profit. And I'm not talking about a specific kind of business. That's one of the areas I'm different. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to get into trucking or, no. Because essentially, we're going to come up with a test to see what business is good for you. And frequently, a lot of times, the business that's best for people don't want to do it because they're sick and tired of doing it. So you don't want to use something that is your greatest strength to make money, and you want to go off and learn this whole new skill set that you don't know anything about, you have no success, you have no reps, and then wonder why your business failed. because you're working against your strengths. You're working against the things that will work for you. You're actively working against what would make you successful in business. And there's a lot of things. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff here and starting a business. This is a big thing. Affiliate marketing. If you don't have traffic on your YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, affiliate marketing is not going to work for you. So we'll be talking about many ways that you can make money, legitimate ways that you can make money. And then we will be talking about savage money, the things that you have to do to put yourself in the savage money position. And it's going to be different. Some of you are going to have to make some extreme sacrifices. What do I mean by that? Let's say you just bought a brand new car, and that brand new car payment is $950. That's killing you. And that was like, sell a car, get from under that car payment, and go out and get you a beater. All right, you heard me. Get you a beater. Get you a car you can pay cash for. Get you from point A to point B. Why? The goal isn't to spend all the money you make. The goal is to manage the money that you make better and then use that money to create more money. That's the goal. And this is things we'll be talking about here at Savage Money. I was thinking about doing like a little cartoon thing. That may come later. But right now, we're about getting this information out, tuning up the people, and showing you in 2026, if you're willing to do the work, you could create $1 million business, you could become a millionaire, and you can have the life that you want to have. One of the things I was showing you, like, this is pretty much ridiculous. I take my girlfriend out all the time. Maybe $600-700 a month eating out. No, $600-700 a week eating out. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just how I get down. And if you want the ability where you could go out that much and still stack money and still have a life and still have retirement and still buy a house, go ahead and subscribe to Savage Money, because we're going to teach you a lot of things that you will not learn on any of these other financial channels, because I'm not going to critique them. I'm going to say this. This is a channel that will teach you how to make more money, and then teach you how to manage it, and then teach you how to multiply it. That's what we do here at Savage Money.